Hello and welcome to Gapeys Garden. We are here in Western Washington, Zone 8B, and we have had quite the heat wave for the last couple of weeks. We've been having high temperatures in the 80s and 90s, but that is about to end. We've got some cooler temperatures and rain starting tomorrow, so that will be nice. I don't have air conditioning, so it's been pretty hot. And the greenhouse, it actually has been getting up to 130 degrees in the greenhouse, so that is pretty hot for our plants that are in there. So I don't think some of our peppers in there are appreciating that high of a temperature. But out here in the garden, I wanted to show you our tomatoes and peppers that we have that have set some fruit so far. We don't have any ripe ones quite yet, but hopefully we will before long. Let's start with the peppers that we have here in the greenhouse. As you can see, I've got all of our mulch down. We've got straw that I'm using as a mulch this year in the greenhouse and in some areas of the garden. But all the ones that have some fruit set on it, I put these tomato cages on, so that kind of helps me see which ones are fruiting so far. I'll probably put some cages around some of the other ones here pretty soon. But here on the left are all of our jalapenos, so we've got at least one fruit set on each of our jalapenos. This one here is the honey peno, and you can see one here. This actually does not look very jalapeno shaped, which is kind of interesting. I've never grown this variety before, and it's a cross between a jalapeno and a sweet pepper, so I have really no idea what it's supposed to look like. Looks like we have another fruit set here on the back, which is a little bit more jalapeno shaped. So it looks like we might have a variety of shapes that are going to come out on that one. And then this one here is the Felicity jalapeno. So this is a no heat pepper variety, and we've got some tiny little guys starting to come out on here. Not too many have set. I think we've got another one here hiding in the back. But when it's such extreme heat like we're having, it's hard for any peppers or tomatoes to set fruit. So we probably will see more once it starts cooling off. And then this one here is our nada-peno. This is a heatless variety. And we've got a few peppers set here. These ones are a little bit fatter than the other ones, almost kind of round shaped. And then this one here is our tam jalapeno. This one is a mild pepper, and not much is set on this one yet. I thought I saw one somewhere. We have a tiny one here starting on the bottom. Here's a bigger one that is set. Looking pretty good there. And then we've got another jalapeno here. This one is the Daigito, and this one's another kind of fat variety. So we've got one coming out there, and I think that might be the only one that's set on that plant so far. And then our Megatron, this is my favorite jalapeno variety. This one gets huge peppers, and we've got a few really big ones set so far. This is probably the largest pepper that I've got so far, and quite a few are, oh wow, look at the one in the back here. There's a pretty nice sized one right there. And then we've got La Bamba jalapeno. I haven't grown this one before, and we've got a decent sized one coming out there and another one that should be coming out here pretty soon. And here on the other side of the greenhouse, we've got a few more peppers that are starting to set some pods. This one is the Yummy. This is a sweet pepper, and this one is putting out some kind of bell-shaped peppers, which I didn't have bell shapes on this last year, so that's kind of interesting. It might have crossed with something, perhaps. These are saved seeds from the one plant that I grew last year. And then shishito, this is one of the most productive peppers that I grow, and we have got tons of pods set on this one, and it's no surprise that it has a lot. I think this one has the most pepper set on it of all the plants that I'm growing so far. Here we've got our pepperoncino cherry. So this is kind of a round shaped one. This is really good for stuffing, and I am looking forward to trying that. But we've got a few peppers set on that one. And then here we have Lemon Dream. So these guys are pointing up. I don't remember them pointing up like that last year, but we've got quite a few peppers set on this one too. Our candy cane chocolate cherry is doing surprisingly well in this heat. I really love the variegation on the leaves of this plant, and the peppers are also variegated. So we've got a couple of peppers coming out on this one. There's another one back here. So it looks like we've got 3 pretty decent sized peppers on there so far. And then our last pepper in the greenhouse that has some peppers set is our Aconcagua. So this gets really big peppers. So we've got a nice big cage on here, and we've got a pretty good sized one coming out there, and then another one trying to come out there, and oh, we got another pretty good sized one back there. I don't have any peppers set on this one, but I did want to give an update on the pepper that I showed in my last update where I was showing my peppers. This is the Escamillo, and I thought it was going to die. The leaves were really, really droopy. You can still see some drooping leaves here on the bottom, but it's actually looking like it is making a recovery. So the top leaves here are actually not looking too shabby. So I was just about to pull this thing out and decided to just leave it here, and I think it might be okay. So we're gonna just leave it there and see what happens, but it looks kind of promising that maybe it won't die. All right, let's take a look at our tomatoes now. These are the cherry tomatoes. We've only got 3 cherry tomatoes so far. Actually, I just noticed there's a 4th one, but I do have the Texas tomato cages on these. So these stack up nice and tall, and you can actually stack them up even higher if you want, but this is about as high as I go. So these ones over here only have the bottom layer, and then these ones here I've added a second layer. But I did add a second layer to those that have tomatoes set, though I do see one on that one that I didn't see yesterday. So this one here is called Tropical Sunset, and I am only seeing 1 tomato that has set on it so far. Let's see if I can find it again. There it is. We've got a little tomato right there. And then this one that had one hiding that actually there's quite a few on here. This is the, let's see, Santiam Sunrise, and there's a whole cluster of tomatoes that are set on this one that I did not see yesterday. So we'll get our second tower on that one. It's getting pretty tall. So I don't see any on this one. Let's move on to this one. This one here is called Marchin Fee, and we've got some tomatoes on here someplace. So they are really hard to find, so I am going to move over to this side because they're easier to see on this side on this tomato. So this one has some interesting shaped tomatoes, and they have some purpling on them. So we've got 3 tomatoes it looks like we have set on this one so far. I just found one more tomato here that I did not see any tomatoes set on yesterday. This one is called Karma Purple, and we have one little guy right there. And this one is one of the few tomato leaf varieties that I'm growing this year. So the leaves on it are a little bit different. They're less kind of jagged. Most tomatoes have kind of more jaggedy leaves, but this one, they're kind of smooth shaped. And I've also got a tomato leaf variety in the greenhouse as well. So this one is called Honeycomb. So Honeycomb is a hybrid variety, but we've got a couple of tomatoes set here on this little cluster. So you can see one there, another one over there. And then right over here, we've got our beefsteaks. We've got 4 beefsteak varieties that we're growing this season, and there's flowers on, I think, all of them, but no tomatoes set yet. And then here we've got our micro dwarf tomatoes, and I think we have tomatoes set on 2 of them. So Laura number 5 here, this was the first one to set some tomatoes, and they are also they look kind of the same shaped as that other one, except it's not purple, they're green. And then I think there are some, here on the patio choice. So I don't put any cages on our micro dwarfs here. They usually are okay without it because they stay pretty small. But we've got some tiny little guys coming out here on this one. And then I just noticed here on our Ditmarscher, we also have some tomatoes set, nice little cluster here in the back of that one that I didn't see yesterday. We've got our 4 paste tomatoes here in this bed, and they don't get nearly as much sun as the other tomatoes, but I am not seeing any tomatoes set yet on these, but they are getting pretty tall, so I'm probably going to put our second cage on top of here so that they don't fall over. Now our last tomato that I wanted to show you is in a hanging basket. This is our Shimo Fury tomato. This is a variegated leaf tomato and one of the sweetest, or possibly the sweetest tomato that I grow. And it's got one little tomato coming out there, and that is looking pretty good. We've got another tomato in a hanging basket over here, but we don't have any tomatoes set on this one yet. I hope you enjoyed the little tomato and pepper update. Let me know where you're from and if you've got any tomatoes and peppers set or ripe on your plants yet this year. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.